Well, welcome back, my chips and dip. Today, I felt a bit horny for some Quake 1. Once again, I know I said I'd do Mega Assault next, but I couldn't help myself here. And I thought I'd be a little bit of a... or I'd do a little bit of a comedic walkthrough of Quake 1 Episode 1 with cheats enabled. So this is a little bit of a comedy piece, or sort of a free-for-all piece, but with a quad damage clear. And, it is featuring with God mode. I got a little bit bored and I felt like, hey, let's do some shits and giggles here and play Quake 1 from an experience of someone who always cheats their way through. And so that's exactly what I do here. And as you can see, I don't go easy. I play through the entirety of Episode 1 with the quad damage, with God mode, which is to say invincibility. And, yeah. I think it's a pretty cool playthrough. I don't know if anybody else has ever done this or have realized that you could do this with Quake. So I thought I'd take it upon myself to do just that. So nonetheless, grab some popcorn, grab a beer, sit back, enjoy, because this one is a fast one. All things considered with cheats, things go a lot faster. And so yes, I know I said I'd get to Mega Assault, and I will, but I've been updating my studio a little bit, got a new television on the way, and hopefully, going forward, that will improve the quality of these videos. But nonetheless, without further ado, let's jump into this. Yes, we shall. You know, funny thing in this playthrough, I actually think I managed to get more secrets than I did just playing it normally, which, surprise, surprise. So, if anything, I kind of had a little bit of a step up or improvement in this one, even though I'm playing with cheats. And I'm exploiting the engine. I think it's pretty cool that I was actually able to trace back my steps and realize where I went wrong in gathering secrets. Now, I don't get all the secrets, but I think in this case I actually do manage to get more secrets than I did my first time through, which was without cheats. So, I don't know, I thought that was pretty cool, all things considered. You know, see, look at this, I'm just going through here, I'm just gonna plow through all these grunts. Yeah, look at that. Just hopefully get this secret that I missed last time. Oh, I didn't make it that time. Dang. But, yeah, playing with cheats, I think, is you can exploit a lot of features more of the game that you couldn't otherwise do without the cheats. Like, you can actually reach certain places that you couldn't reach before. In Quake 3, they had this mechanic where if you had a rocket launcher, you can reach certain heights by sort of blasting yourself up to a higher position. In this one, I think you can do that, and actually, I probably won't have it in this level, but other levels going forward, I think we might see a little bit of that, but I thought it was pretty groovy. I did this, and, kind of like a backtrack, play through it freestyle, no flumps, no gimmicks, no play by the book, all cheats, and, it gets pretty comedic and funny at times as enemies just keep grinding at you and you just mow them down like it's nothing. And let me know what you guys think about this. I plan on doing a lot more of these videos. I do find these types entertaining, just to go through and play with the cheats enabled and exploit all of these aspects of the game engine. So I'm going to be doing more of these. I really enjoy doing these types of things. I haven't done these for a long time. It was just an idea that popped into my head one night when I was drunk. And I thought, hey, what if I did that for a change? And so, nonetheless, here we are. I decided I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it my way. And I know I said this in some of my earlier videos previously, but let me guys know what you think about my commentary when I do these types of playthroughs, because I do like hearing myself talk. I think it's a bit refreshing. It's a breath of fresh air for me, just to get my thoughts out there and just kind of speak my mind. But if you guys don't like it, let me know below if you are watching this. And maybe I'll make some fine-tune adjustments. But it's just sort of a new format I thought I'd try out. And I'll see how it goes in the future and going forward. But, yeah, playing with cheats, you feel like a real juggernaut. Kind of makes me feel like Wolverine from X-Men. I just plow through enemies, slice and dice them, jib them, blow them to Kingdom Come. Now, I actually go pretty easy in Episode 1 here because I'm not actually utilizing all of the weapons I could be. Like, if I really wanted to, maybe I'll do a future video where I just plow through this whole course with, like, a rocket launcher or a lightning gun, and I don't use anything else. Or maybe one day I'll do a video where I just, like, plow through with an axe and just, like, melee everybody. Just a playthrough with no ranged weapons, only melee weapons. And you have to play through the whole episode with just a melee attacks. So I've got a lot of... And that's going to be a video probably more for comedian purposes, just to show like a what-if scenario. What if you played through the first episode of Quake 1, only melee attacks, and like maybe 50% health? You know, fun things like that, just to get a few laughs in from the audience, and a laugh, really, from me, more importantly, I actually find out sometimes. I mean, when I do these videos, a lot of the times I do them for my own... I don't want to say my own humiliation, not really, it's just sort of my own amusement, if you will. Sometimes I think it's important for us all to have a good laugh at ourselves. It's a good way to break the ice and get a feel for the vibe you're around, and especially when it comes to putting out your own content like this. So, yeah, I'm kind of just rambling. I could shut up, but this is getting way too interesting. So yeah, that's that level. I think that was the... I'm not sure if that was the door to Chython. I can't remember all these levels in order. But, which is ironic, because I've been playing this game for like ever. Or at least for as long as I can recall, and yet I still can't recite the levels in chronological order. But, yeah, so this is going pretty well. I'm like fucking Wolverine, or like Superman in a lot of cases. Just friggin' like punching enemies with single blows of the double-barrel shotgun. And, yeah. Now, I don't know if I'll ever play this with music. I kind of like it without the music, because I think it just adds to the sort of suspenseful element of the game, especially since the game is so dark. I felt like the music, as good as the soundtrack is, it kind of tunes down the suspensefulness element of the game, because the game, I think, has a sort of suspenseful element to it. When you're going around all these dark corners, these dark caves, these sort of dark enclaves, and enemies just pop out of nowhere, they come out of walls, and it's a spooky atmosphere, and I think without having the music, it kind of makes it all the more scary, and sometimes in that sense. As good as the music is, so for those reasons, just to sort of add to the atmosphere and help to enrich it, I like to play without a whole lot of music audio. And I think that really gets the job done. id Software, they did some really good stuff with this game. And I think exploiting the cheat engine is all the better, and I think it's that much more entertaining just to go through and sort of design your own little challenges in that way. So going forward, I'm going to have a lot more future challenges. Oh, look at that big shambler. Holy shit. Look at that bad boy. Oh, mama. Look at it. Look at it, look at it, look at it, look at it. Ooh. One down, and there should be one. Yep, there's one more. Holy shit. You know, imagine if I didn't have these cheats on, I'd be fucked right now. But that's the fun part. You just go through and plow through, and, yeah, you get her done. And, yeah, there's a little bit of infighting we got going on there between an ogre and a scrag. Look at that. There we go. Jib these guys. Get these guys out of the way and get the fuck out of here. That's right. Get some. Get some. Get some. Get some. That's right. Come on, go fuck with you boys. Yeah, there you go. Get some. Get some. Get some. Get some. So there we have it. Those fellas got gibbed to Kingdom Come. Up here, we got some more ogres. Jib these guys. You know, it's amazing just how much easier the quad damage makes this. Like, in a way, you could play more like an idiot when you have the quad damage, because, especially when you're invincible, like, I could go through this whole thing without even thinking about it, really. I could technically use the axe if I wanted to, but that's kind of boring. Sometimes. I am gonna do one where I probably just go through with the axe, and I'm not gonna have any cheats on. And it's gonna be like a nightmare. I'd love to see how that goes. First, I'll probably play it on, like, easy, just to see if it's even possible. And obviously, if I do play it with just the axe and only melee attacks, I'm not going to kill all the enemies, you know, because it's just not. I don't think it's humanly possible to go through the whole Quake 1 series with just melee attacks and like not use any ranged weapons with just the axe. Only melee attacks. I don't think anyone's ever done that. If you guys have ever done that, let me know, but I'm gonna do that one day. I'm gonna go through the whole Quake 1 series with just the axe. And, or at least I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna just upload, not even upload, just do like a test drive and see how it goes. And, if I like it, then I'll probably upload it. But yeah, those are some of my plans going forward. I'll probably do another challenge of episode 1. I'll probably break this up by episodes too, where I'll start off with episode 1 and I'll just go through with like maybe instead of 100 health, I'll only have like 50 health and see if I can get through without dying. Like on 50 health. Let's see if I can do that. You know? Or a challenge where I only use like the shotgun to try to get through the level without dying. Just sort of challenge myself, spice things up, keep it original and keep it fresh. Because I do like this game, like, a lot. And this is one of my favorite PC games. It's an old game, but it's still, I think it has endured the test of time. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section. But I think this game's endured the test of time. And it's still fun to play, still fun to go through. Oh, look at those bad boys, they just get jibbed with like a single shot. There we go. Come get some. Yeah, you guys know you want that lead. That's right. Okay, so that level was me going totally beast mode, and let's push onward, shall we? So this level is kind of where I start to utilize more of my weapon set a bit more. So you'll see me using the rocket launcher a little bit in this one. Now, I could use the rocket launcher all the way through, but I think at that point it wouldn't be much of a fight. I still like to make it look like there's some struggle. But, with the quad damage, really, The super shotgun is like your new best friend, because look at this. You could just plow through the whole level with this, and things go down in like literally 1 to 2 hits. 3 at the most, maybe for shamblers. But especially on Nightmare, you get a quad damage and you get a super shotgun. The super shotgun with the quad damage is like that's like your new best friend. It makes real short work of like any enemy. Like look at this. Look at that. Look at this. Watch this. Look at that. So yeah, quad damage, super shotgun, one of the best combinations in the entire game, hands down. See, look at that. So yeah, that super shotgun, it will do some shit. And there we have it. I think I got about 2 more levels to go. I believe so. We are almost actually to Chithon. And Chithon, if you've got God mode on, is pretty much a cinch. Like, it's pretty much a cinch. If you play Chithon, the final boss in episode 1 with God mode, you can't lose. Like, literally, you cannot lose. So, that's what's coming. But nonetheless, I spoiled a little bit of it, but I still think it's fun to watch. But, yeah, I think this is about the the last one before we get to Chithon. This is the door to Chithon, if I'm not mistaken. But, yeah. Quad damage, God mode, super shotgun. Best combination in the game. Alright, so this is pretty much the end, and without further ado, we proceed to Chithon. Here we go. This is the cinch of the cinches for a boss where you cannot lose. Quite literally, you cannot lose. And that's pretty much it, my chips and dip. There you have it. Quad damage clear, Quake 1 Episode 1, with God mode enabled. This is a Raving Libertopian production. Thanks for watching.